Hey everyone, so today we are making these delicious homemade cream puffs. They are seriously so good. It's such an easy recipe and you literally get this amazing dessert in around just over an hour or so. It's a super easy recipe, definitely for beginners. So now moving on to the actual recipe, let's get started. Starting out with a medium pot over medium heat, go ahead and pour in your half a cup of water, a quarter cup of unsalted butter, half a teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of sugar. And then you're just going to stir this and bring it to a boil and let the butter melt completely. Once it gets to a boil, immediately take it off of heat and go ahead and add in your half a cup and 1 tablespoon of flour, all purpose of course. I went ahead and sifted this to make for a much smoother dough, but it is optional. Then you're going to stir this into your butter mixture until it forms a smooth ball. Then in a separate bowl, go ahead and crack in your 2 eggs, and then with the whisk, you're going to beat this for 1 minute. Going back to your dough, you're going to begin adding your egg mixture little by little, and each time you add some of the egg, make sure you stir your dough so that it gets nice and smooth. And it may feel like your dough won't come together every time you add the egg, but if you just keep on stirring, then it should get nice and smooth as needed. And I ended up adding it in 4 equal parts, but there's no exact measurement to it. Just make sure you add it little by little, and then in the end your dough should look nice and smooth and shiny. Then go ahead and pop this into an icing bag, and on a parchment paper lined baking sheet, go ahead and pipe them on. They're about 1 tablespoon mounds of dough, 1 inch apart, and then just pipe it on. I didn't bother using an icing tip and that worked out fine for me. Then I removed the knives, which I just used as a weight to hold down the parchment paper, so don't mind that. Then you're just going to pop this into the oven to bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes or until they're golden brown and quite swollen. Then once they're all ready, take them out of the oven and they should look something like this. Then transfer them to a cooling rack to let them cool completely. Moving on to our pastry cream filling, and a tip that I have for you before you start whipping your whipped cream is to put your bowl and the hands of your electric mixer into the fridge to let them get cold so that your whipping cream will whip faster. So into your bowl, you're going to pour in your half a cup of whipping cream. Make sure that this is very cold, and this is another thing that will help it whip faster. Then with your electric mixer, go ahead and whip this on medium-high speed, and it will get thick pretty quick. It only took around 5 minutes for me, so don't worry about it. And it got really thick, and it ended up looking something like this. So into that mixture, you're going to add 4 tablespoons of powdered sugar. I know you only see me adding 3 here, but make sure you add 4. Then you're going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then go back in with your electric mixer and mix that well. Then you have all your finished pastry cream, and I went ahead and added this into an icing bag with a big star tip. To assemble your cream puff, you're just going to take one and slice it right down the middle, and then it should have like a big hole in it, if that makes any sense. So then with your pastry cream, you're going to pipe that into the hole. Super easy and simple, it doesn't have to look pretty. And then just take your other bun and then sandwich it onto the whipping cream, and you are all finished. So I hope you all enjoyed seeing how I made these amazing cream puffs. They're so good. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Make sure you leave a comment down below letting me know if you were planning on making these, and if you have made them, how they tasted. And you can also subscribe down below, and you can see my previous video right here where I made s'mores dip. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!